in at the 3. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 slot. Clark, when you have two teams that are this athletic, what type of game you think you're going to see?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it can lead to guys trying to do too much. But when it's at its best with this kind of athleticism on display, I think you're going to see a high-octane, fun game.
Now here's Green. Pass to LeBron. Shot clock at 5. Gallinari with the rebound. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Ball against LeBron. Over James. No good off the back of the rim. And it's the Lakers ball. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and two mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
The first one falls.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
He hits both from the stripe.
You look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
Gallinari trying to get open. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
So dangerous in these sets. Paul is a maestro at running the pick and roll to perfection.
Caldwell Pope outside. Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. 11 feet out, and he hits it. And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, a magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
Here's LeBron, following the basket by Chris Paul. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Davis. They kick it out to Green. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The 11-footer, and James gets it to go on the assist by Green.
LeBron's game has a real shine to it. Spit polished. And he's got a great feel of when to attack from there.
Adams, the pass to Gallinari. Back to Adams. The pass to Gallinari. And Adams kicks to Ferguson. Sinks the triple.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's LeBron. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Muscala, he's checked in for Steven Adams. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. LeBron is doubled. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's McGee. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
They get it back. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Paul passes to Ferguson. Now, here is Muscala, guarded by McGee.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's averaging 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Here's Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And the first one at the line is good. Mark, just a minute ago, you and I were talking about the challenges these players face early on in a new season.
Yeah, you know, timing is usually not quite 100%. Chemistry continues to be something you're trying to work out. Usually you're pretty healthy in the early part of the season, but as the season goes on now, you've got familiarity and comfort with each other, but sometimes the injuries pile up.
And Clark establishing those routines you'll use throughout the regular year, correct?
That's important because it is a long season, as you well know.
Now here's Paul. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. LeBron's shot is good.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Goes up to the stripe. That one falls.
Can't fault the defense there. I mean, Paul is just a crafty finisher inside.
LeBron outside. Passes to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Here's Paul. He has 6. Pass to Muscala. Gallinari surveying the D. Back to Muscala. Gallinari on the wing. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Now here's Green. Defense right on him. Now here's Paul. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
You know, this is why they trust Paul to run the offense. I mean, he's so good at getting the ball to guys on time and on target.
Now here is Davis. A 14-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
And, of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game.
Thunder trailing by 4. Paul outside. Pass to Muscala. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Ferguson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's McGee with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Over James. It doesn't go for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And he makes the first.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. The Thunder also changing it up. Noel's checked in for Gallinari. Diallo comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Both free throws good from Green.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
Now LeBron, a big-time producer. Currently, he's averaging 25 points a game. It's hauled in by Diallo.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next three quarters as well, Greg.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on LeBron James. The Thunder shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters. And many criticized that move.
And, you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for James. How do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached. And great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
Here's Diallo. Off target from outside. Lakers leading by 5. Fast break. The Lakers. Kuzma with the ball.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Diallo the pass to Schroeder. Now here's Diallo. D right on him. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 5-point game. Cook dishes to Davis.
Let's get a glimpse at how the Lakers are doing right now here early in the season yet in the NBA stats.
And going back to that top ranking in terms of block shots, for me it's been pure dominance. Defensively, they have such great presence around the rim, and at times that gets in your head.
That one is off.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
He hits the second from the line.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Davis.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Shooter kicks to Diallo. Clock at 6. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Noel against Howard. And that one's good. Noel.
Boy, steady hands right there for Noel. You can try to knock this guy around, but at the end of the day, he's just got too much strength.
Now, here's Kuzma. A 17-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Here's Caruso. Here's Davis. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him, Greg. You like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, Davis. Mark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebound?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Just 5 to shoot. Shooter passes to Bazley. Great D that time from Davis.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here is Cook. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Davis finds Howard. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Caruso, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Lakers second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
And the first one drops. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Cook. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gallinari, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 11. Howard against Noel. Inside, here's Schroeder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
That's good from Schroeder. Schroeder hits them both. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Rondo bounce pass. The pass to Davis. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Gallinari. Here's Bazley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Schroeder against Rondo. Just 4 to shoot. Good.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Fires from deep. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D-Wade have all really gotten really close. And that stems from the time with the Olympics, USA teams, and then just sharing a lot of the same likes and values and having kids and family and different things like that.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Steven Adams. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Bazley in at the 4. Pass to Schroeder. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
And that one falls for Davis. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Schroeder dishes to Adams. Pass to Diallo. Gallinari outside. 5 to shoot. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Thunder trailing by 7. And the pass to Adams. Schroeder outside. Adams trying to free himself up. He can't get it to go. Rondo with some nice D. To the middle. Here's Caruso. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Diallo with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Adams finds Schroeder. And no good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Rondo. Here's Davis. And it's blocked. Schroeder surveying the floor. And Gallinari throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up with the Thunder. Only given up 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Rondo can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Kuzma kicks to Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can. He's pretty good at it.
Rondo with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Rondo's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 7. Gallinari outside. Passes it to Adams. Back to Gallinari. 4 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. Adams' shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 7. Left side Rondo. Howard against Gallinari. Howard can't hit. The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Schroeder. It's blocked.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Now, here's Howard. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. Here's Rondo. Howard trying to free himself up. Rondo can't get it to go.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Puts it up from 15. Not going to go that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
The first free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. LeBron comes in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. And he makes both free throws. Thunder trailing by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Ferguson. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's James. And Adams sends it back. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Cook's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. Just 2 to shoot. It's offline from half court.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Here's LeBron following the score by Oklahoma City. Here is Cook. No points in the game yet for him. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And here is Paul. He has 6. Here's the lob to Adams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Cook. Los Angeles with another miss. And Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. Paul with the 3. Great D that time from Green. And Los Angeles guys shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. He gets that one. LeBron's got 6.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Knocked away. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Noel's checked in. To the left side wing. Here's Ferguson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. There's the feed to Muscala with the fadeaway. That one goes. Count it. Muscala's got his first points of the night.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
To the right side. Here's Cook. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Lakers lead by 9.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Paul looking around. Out left to the wing, to the paint. Ferguson kicks to Paul. And the rejection by James.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
Ferguson with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 9. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Inside, got a piece of it. Here's LeBron. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Paul outside, pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Muscala. Misses the 3. Lakers leading by 11. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
He's off on the first.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Just 3 to shoot, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and Noel throws it down.
Skying towards the hoop and decimating the defense with that ridiculous alley-oop dunk. Go ahead, Noel.
Here is Cook. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game, and taken away by Paul, and now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Well, you know, sometimes I think we just take for granted how outstanding a passer Chris Paul is nowadays. I mean, this guy's averaged just under 10 assists a game for his career. Really one of the best point guards to play the position.
Free throw good, James. And we are talking about Chris Paul and his assist totals. His career numbers, Clark, are among the elite.
Yeah, they are. And it's clear he's been outstanding for a long time. But he admits that he doesn't think he'll catch the record of John Stockton. But if he can stay healthy for a few more seasons, there's a really good chance he could end up in the top 5 all-time in assists.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
Boy, excellent work that time by Paul. Set a nice screen that time.
On the wing, Green. 1:35 left in the first half of the game. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. They trail by 9 points. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Back to Paul. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Lakers.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
There's the pass to Caldwell Pope. It's deflected. It's stolen by Muscala. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks from outside the arc. Again, the miss by Paul.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
Here's Paul. And the basket is good. Paul's got 8.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
You know, we got to protect the paint. They're getting way too many easy baskets. You know, that's less communication on front and the post, and, you know, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
I'll tell you what, Anthony Davis. Every time you look at the stats, he's contributed in almost every category. Dominant inside, outside, on both ends. Love to watch this kid play.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
I look at the lack of free throw attempts as a key indicator. Because the funny thing about getting to the charity stripe, you have to earn it. You have to put your body in harm's way and be physically willing to take the hit. Right now, one team's playing aggressively and the other team isn't. That's the big difference in the score.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Anthony Davis. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Green. It's tipped. Gallinari against Davis. And Davis sends it back. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Ball against LeBron over James. Offensive rebound. Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Thunder have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. LeBron against Paul. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Here's Paul, and the rejection by James.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the rejection by LeBron. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander over Green. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Caldwell Pope outside. Lakers passing it around. James, the pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. Back to James. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
A moment now to see the numbers for James. Putting up about 25 points per game, 11 assists, and 7 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
It's checked in for the Lakers. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. The Lakers, number 1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in blocks.
Here's Paul. Gallinari trying to get open. Paul's shot is off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Yeah, rising up well to finish off the dunk with power. Tremendous athleticism by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, KCP.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. On target from 13 feet. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Here's Paul. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Paul's got 10 points.
You know, I don't care how tight you play him. It's very hard to keep Paul from knocking that shot down. His in-between game is lethal.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by the Lakers. To the middle. Over James. A shot by Paul, no good.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Well, it's a short list of point guards who are elite defenders, Clark, but Chris Paul is certainly on that list.
Boy, you think about Chris Paul. In his younger days, Kevin, he was an absolute terror defensively. He could lock up any guard in the league. And even at his current age, as he's gotten older, he's still pretty stiff on the defensive end. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Outside, Davis. There's the dish to LeBron. Trying to get open is Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
Boy, that burst of speed. James may be the fastest guy in the league. And because of his size and speed, he's a force when he turns the Jets on.
And the first one at the line is good.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Davis. Both free throws good from James. But for a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. Schroeder hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Now here's Howard. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Rondo against Gallinari. Rondo, no good. Thunder trailing by 15. Gallinari passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Now, here is Gallinari. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma, and the shot is good. Paisley's got his first basket of the night.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
James outside. And again, the Lakers no good.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Ball's knocked loose. Now Diallo. Adams outside. Schroeder outside. Over Rondo. And it's off the back rim. No good. Lakers leading by 11. James kicks to Kuzma. Rondo against Schroeder. Rondo passes to LeBron. A fader. No good. The Thunder shooting 41% for the game. Here's Diallo. Here's Adams, and it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
Passes it to Adams. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Cook, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Gallinari outside. Diallo with it. Clock at 6. Schroeder against Rondo. Launches it. The putback. It's good on the putback. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's LeBron. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 9-point game. And Gallinari throws it down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Now here's James. He's got 20. And yes, it's good. LeBron's got 22 points.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
And a moment to see numbers for Schroeder. He's right around 13 points a night, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams, and Mike Muscala is subbed in for Gallinari. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here is Los Angeles now. Pass to Cook. And here's Kuzma. Down low. Cook, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the basket by the Lakers. Floats one. And it's sent back by Howard. Outside Rondo. And the rejection by Noel.
And you can just see Noel's eyes light up when the shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denials.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here is Howard. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. The Thunder pull it in. Beasley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Paul outside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Noel. Shot clock at 5. Here's Schroeder. And it's sent back by Howard. Here is Cook, defended by Paul. LeBron, no good. Thunder trailing by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Paul finds Noel. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. And that one goes long. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Rondo with a clean look. Good on the triple. Rondo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Oklahoma City shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
When the lob is in the right spot for him, LeBron is never going to miss a chance to do something special throwing it down.
Schroeder passes to Paul. And they double up Paul. Here's Schroeder. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Schroeder's got 12 points in the game. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. LeBron kicks to Kuzma. Back to LeBron. Outside for Rondo. Shoots the 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Schroeder outside. That doesn't go either for Schroeder. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Ferguson out there with Mike Muscala. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the shooting guard position. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for James.
Impeccable from the line since halftime. No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Chris Paul so good at working for his points. Even if the defense is on his back, challenging him, he still finds a way to finish.
And that one falls for Paul.
Both prolific and efficient. Ultra competitive as well. Paul is a double-double threat who shoots a very high percentage from the floor and line.
Here is Cook. Outside, Davis. To the inside, James. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Green. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Thunder trailing by 13. They double him with Green. Here's Ferguson. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And it's Paul missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
6 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Davis. Here's Adams. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Lakers leading by 13. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Green. LeBron outside. Back to Green. Here's Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. That's a 2 from Ferguson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's McGee. Good on the shot. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Over James. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 13. To the middle. Here's Green. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Paul passes to Muscala. Now here's Adams, guarded by Green. Adams down low. McGee's there. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 10 points here in the second half. The Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Caldwell Pope passes to McGee. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now the pass to Ferguson. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And they double up James. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 8th assist in the game. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Now here's LeBron. And here's McGee. Pass to Green. Davis dishes to James. From deep three-point range, the Lakers rebound. And McGee kicks to Caldwell Pope. Again, Los Angeles.
Hey, the form, the release, everything in sync and lined up. Fun watching Caldwell Pope shoot the ball like this.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Tries from 16. They get the rebound. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Davis against Gallinari. 5 on the clock. McGee trying to break free. And it's Davis missing. Thunder trailing by 20. Gallinari finds Paul. An easy 2 points on the layup. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
The ball control that Chris Paul has is fantastic. I mean, those dribble moves, and he's got a bunch of them, look effortless.
Now here's James, and Green gets it to go.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Pass to Ferguson. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic, because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Chris Paul. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And Adams kicks to Ferguson. Clark, the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
And Gallinari throws it down.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Floats it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Boy, LeBron's vision is second to none, and his decision-making just as good. Slick pass there.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ferguson. Three-pointer. McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Over in the corner, Green. Green draws the double. Davis gets a wide-open look. No good from outside.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Well, he seems ageless at times, guys. Somehow, some way, LeBron continues to rip off these insane sequences time and time again. Remarkable.
Now, here's Schroeder. Puts it up from 15. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. So here's Gallinari. Wide open. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pope loose. And Caldwell Pope now atop the key. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. Los Angeles leading by 20. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Now here's James. And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. Davis finds Green. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. And again, the Lakers no good. Thunder trailing by 18. Schroeder outside. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Schroeder missing.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Davis.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Jared Dudley's checked in for JaVale McGee. Floyd Daniels comes in for Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on a championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Now here's James. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well.